typical for you. Don't know the names, just remember the face, body.
It's nice having fans back in there.
Yeah, we were thinking the same thing. We were hoping they would come sit in here, give a tour of the media.
Yeah, scrap. I had it for Sandhagen.
Me too.
Yeah. But it was like, those rounds were so close, it was just like, I don't know.
Was it the same judge that went with Sal?
It's like the timekeepers and stuff, and they were like, who you got? I'm like, dude, fine.
I want to see if it was the same Sal.
Yeah. They took some shots. Yeah, I actually thought that he should have stuck with the leg kicks more than he did. Like, he kind of stopped. And he was hurting. I wouldn't even be surprised if he was transported.
Well, I decided to change, so it's probably guaranteed now.
Macy Barber's fan.
I was, yeah. I actually did. I did. Felt bad for Corey.
What's that? Nah, it's good. There you go. You ready? Or wait, no, like. Yeah. All right, cool. Raulian, congratulations on an incredible victory. Just let us know how you're feeling after a battle like that.
Thank you, bro.
Parabéns pela vitória. Fala pra gente como está se sentindo com uma vitória de após uma batalha como essa.
Cara, estou muito feliz. Estou mais feliz ainda de mostrar para os fãs do MMA a minha evolução, o meu trabalho feito desde fevereiro. Eu venho treinando, fazendo o camp. Não lutei mês passado, mas eu vim lutar esse mês e estou muito feliz de ter mostrado o meu trabalho, minha evolução e ter ganhado um cara difícil numa nova categoria.
I'm very happy. I'm even happier because I could prove my evolution since of the beginning of the year. Last time here I couldn't fight, but now I could fight a very tough guy and I could prove and show all my skills.
Yeah. How much do you think being in the new weight class allowed you to fight, that type of fight tonight?
Quanto você acha que essa mudança de categoria, estar nessa nova categoria, facilita para você fazer esse tipo de luta?
O que facilita não é fazer esse tipo de luta. O que facilita é que eu chego no evento, chego para lutar mais saudável, eu chego para lutar com mais disposição, e eu chego mais forte, com mais pegada. Isso que me deixa mais feliz e motivado. Acima de tudo, a gente tem que pensar na nossa saúde. Então, foi uma decisão que nós tomamos e até agora está dando certo.
The real thing is, in this new weight division, I get here healthier, stronger, faster, and I can perform better. And I'm sure the decision was very good, so that's why we took this decision.
Yeah. Obviously, the first round was a tough round. You took some big shots in round one. How hurt were you? And, I mean, did it feel like they were more powerful punches being a weight division up?
No primeiro assalto você levou muitos golpes duros. Quão machucado você ficou? E se você achou que os golpes foram mais fortes do que na antiga categoria?
Não, eu fiquei meio sem entender. Quando eu vi ali, eu estava sentado e o Phillips me batendo. Eu até olhei para os meus coaches e falei, o que está acontecendo? Aí que eu vim ver que eu estava na luta. Mas não senti aquela pressão. Um diferencial meu que eu sempre gostei de treinar com gente mais pesada do que eu, para justamente isso, sentir o punch. Mas foi uma loucura, cara, foi uma loucura.
To be honest, I didn't feel the pressure, but was something funny because I realized I was sitting on the floor and then the guy was punching me. And I didn't understand. Then I realized, okay, I'm fighting this guy right now. But the thing is, during my career, I was always training with a guy heavier than me to feel the punch. So I guess this helped me a lot.
And you started to take over in rounds 2 and 3. I'm curious if you felt like you made any adjustments, or if it was just that his energy started to fade and you were able to stay strong.
Você começou a sobressair no assalto 2 e 3. Você acha que ele foi cansando ou você fez alguns ajustes para tomar conta da luta?
Teve essa parte que ele cansou, mas eu demorei a entrar no ritmo da luta. Então, eu vim entrar no ritmo da luta no segundo e terceiro round. Mas tem essa parte, sim, que ele cansou, e eu aproveitei isso, o cansaço dele, que eu fui crescendo na luta. Mas eu só fui começar a me achar do segundo ao terceiro round.
Yes, I felt that he was getting tired, and I took advantage of that. But the main reason was it took me a while to start fighting. That's what happened.
Nice. And I guess, was there any concern from you guys and your team about the scoring? Because we didn't know if the first round might have been a 10-8. Round 2 was really close. So how confident were you that you were going to get the decision?
Como você e a sua equipe viram a luta durante a luta? Porque talvez o primeiro assalto fosse 10-8 e o segundo assalto foi muito parelho.
Eu e minha equipe não concordamos que foi 10-8 o primeiro round, porque eu reagi, mesmo tomando lockdown, eu reagi, mostrei serviço. E minha equipe estava confiante que a gente ganhou a luta por decisão dividida. E foi isso, cara. A gente estava confiante da vitória, sabemos que foi uma guerra, mas deu tudo certo.
Me and my team, we disagree. We don't think it was a 10-8, the first round. And because I was always moving and defending myself. But we were confident that I won the second and the third round. So I knew it. I got the W.
Last thing for me, I guess, I imagine you'll want to rest a little bit after a battle like that. But what do you see as next for you? A date or an opponent? What's the next move?
Imagino que você queira descansar um pouco depois dessa luta. O que você vê agora no futuro? Uma data ou um oponente?
Eu vou descansar porque eu preciso, eu sou obrigatório, mas se eu não tivesse com esse machucado, eu já voltaria para a academia treinar e já queria lutar o mais rápido possível. A minha rotina é essa, treinar, e meu trabalho é esse. Eu gosto disso. Não tem nenhum nome, o que você me der, eu estou disposto a lutar. Esse é o meu trabalho. Seja com ranqueado ou não, eu vou lutar sempre.
That's my job. I would like to fight as soon as possible, but I cut my eyebrow, so I don't know when I'm going to fight, but I'm going to take a rest because of that. But that's my job. I want to fight. I have no names. Whatever UFC tells me to do, I'm going to do it.
Raulian, congratulations.
Qual foi a mensagem indo para o segundo assalto? O que o seu corner te falou?
Para eu continuar o ritmo, pressionando ele, que ele tinha sentido minha mão e tinha cansado na luta. Então, eu continuei mantendo o ritmo e pressionando o tempo todo ele.
They told me, pressure, pressure, keep it up, speed it up, because he was getting tired, and if I kept the pressure, he would, because he felt my hands, so that was the reason, just keeping the pressure.
Team Alpha Male went 3-0 tonight. What does that mean to you?
O time Alfa Meio venceu 3 lutas hoje. O que significa isso para você?
Isso significa que foi um trabalho muito duro que fizemos, foi um camp bom e mostramos que a nossa equipe daqui da América está sempre crescendo e muito feliz com essa vitória aí, 3 vitórias consecutivas.
That means that the team is always evolving, growing fast and getting better, and the camp was very tough for everybody, and I'm very happy for that.
And finally, you'll probably be taking Kyler Phillips' number 14 ranking in the rankings next week. Do you want someone in the top 10 next in the bantamweight division?
Você venceu o número 14 do ranking. Você acha que depois dessa luta você pode, de repente, enfrentar um top 10?
Pode ser. Como eu falei, eu sou funcionário da empresa, o que o UFC decidir, eu vou lutar. Se o UFC quiser até me dar o campeão, o número 1 da categoria, eu vou lutar. Seja ranqueado ou não, eu quero lutar, eu quero mostrar serviço, eu quero evoluir sempre e mostrar serviço para o UFC. Sou novo para isso.
I'm young, and I'm a good employee, so if UFC wants to give me either the champion or the number 1 or either someone out of the rank, I'm going to do my job, that's it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Okay.
Thanks, Diego. Congrats. That's going to come in handy for the main event. Might be. See you, brother.
In my head, I was like, Darren's got him right where he wants him. Like, got my ass kicked for 5 minutes. Now it's on.
When he came back,
And then if you want to do trap bar deadlifts,
It's the same motion.
oh,
We could do trap bar deadlifts if you want.
well, if it's the same motion as this,
No, it would be instead of doing the. And it would be
but if not, my lower back can use a break. But I feel like let's maybe split squats or something for my
trap
legs.
bar deadlifts.
I could try to see,
Yeah.
and I won't go heavy if my back hurts.
First one on supposedly Roku channel. I'm like,
And then
why
you
does that
do
have to be on that?
It's gonna be live.
pull up.
I want to say it's 6 days on that
That's fine.
No, it isn't. I mean, I'm like, no, it's not. I'm like, shoot. I'm more pressure. If I think about it, I already noticed that I'm not getting shape. I was like, I wonder if I was really gonna say if I asked for him, or does he just want to fuck me up? That's right.
Maybe they can bring it after. True. Cautionary reasons.
Yeah. I'm
Sure.
gonna do pull-ups with
That
med
GSP would be
bosses, but if you want to do
Oh,
something
well, not in the same
different,
division. Not the same division, yeah. Same division.
I was like, just write that one off because it's like you cherry picking son of a bitch. Hungry, but I really don't want to get all this shit. Should probably tell PR that they're really bad and stop giving us.
It's not them, it's Concom.
I didn't see like a single tweet this one. I think on the mid there was like 20 scores to none. Yeah. Kev was like, he's like, hey, the pre-fight question, was she mad at you or something? I was like, this is just always that way.
I know, it's a lot.
Somebody said it was all aligned with QAnon. Somebody said that
Yeah.
organization was aligned with QAnon.
yeah, and I like that you put this. You read my mind.
kind of got dominated. Looked that great.
I had 3-2 Sandhagen. Even the judges' scorecards were different. Yes. I gave TJ 1 and 3, and I gave Sandhagen 2, 4, and 5.
Sal did.
And the judges had one judge gave him 4, one judge gave him 5, even on the cards.
Sal was the dirty factor tonight.
Just to me, I think Sandhagen cost himself by not staying busy enough at 4 and 5, but like TJ was like just grappling and not even getting the takedown. But it was dude, it was so close. Like literally, I was just like, great. Yeah. Now you got people back in there cheering and stuff, so it's not like this. Yeah. No. Yeah. That's interesting. I wonder if they're like, oh shit, we haven't had a crowd. We probably need to mic up the crowd a little bit. You know what I mean? Like. Yeah. It's pretty loud. Well, I think it's dumb. It's severe first world problems, but where they have us now, where they move us now, there's fans in there. There's an air conditioning fan, like just like it's so light. Like you have to put something on the sheet or it flies away. So it's literally like. Scores to 6 for Sandhagen on mid decisions. Tonight was the first time they actually sold tickets. Like last time it was like friends and family, $2,000.
Well, they started at $2,000. There were some that were way more than that.
That close. They got like an open bar and like food and stuff in there, like where we do the weigh-ins.
They give them like a big bottle of liquor, and they get to meet the fighters too. There's all kinds of stuff.
It was $2,000 It was $1,900 for the third row.
or something like that.
And if you get the front row, you get a couch, so that's cool.
I have the thing. I reached out to them specifically because I didn't want to guess. I had them send me the quote. I have it direct.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a good question. We'll pay you $2,000.
I like Chris Hawkins. I see your point.
What about that?
Construction zone number 1.
draw, or you thought he won? I didn't go. I had it 29-28. I was torn between 10-8, and I didn't go. I think Kyler like fell on top of him, and that made it look like not. I think he like straight dropped him, but then he like fell on top of him. Both, both, both Crouch with him and Kraus with Minner were like, slow down, establish the position. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're all settled.
Same thing with Randy Costa.
This format's really cool, Chuck. This format's really cool. Yeah, really cool. Separates it all well, makes it look easy to read through. That's great.
Yeah, he's tough. He just started so slow. I was like, dude, is he gonna come out of this?
And that's not when you start slow against Costa.
I was like, damn, dude. Yeah. Jab was on point, dude.
Right, but like, do they give Sean O'Malley the push? You know what I'm saying? But like, do they push him hard? Like,
That'd be tough for bonuses night. I mean, fight night was easy. But Yanez and Elkin for bonuses.
so Giannis got another performance. So this 3 performances tonight or something.
So many good performances.
There's BC and Robert.
Add on.
Who's that?
Some of the Dominoes. Look at that. Bags full of Dominoes. We're eating this Panera bread trash. Yeah, that was a crazy fight.
There were commentary was saying that right now he came back.
Yeah, he lost the first
Oh,
round.
did he?
Yeah, he lost the first round, but then he was just like, he was showing the chin too. Cool, was cracking him. He was just like, man.
Was it like a dominant first round or just was it just?
plan anything yet, but I'm not putting my hand in there. I'll find it. He needs to be trying to angle it down anyway.
What's up? Oh, yay. I was like, can I get like 8 weeks? Yeah. It was never like it was really. Yeah. Never really had a desire.
It's not even a basic you gotta be like, well, that's cool, I like the experience. There's something
Yeah.
makes it like, yeah,
It's like people go to Cancun or whatever. Like, I went to Mexico. No, you didn't. It's U.S. South. Dude. Like, what are you talking about?
It's funny you say because I'm like, that's one place you can scratch it.
Oh, you definitely could. Yeah, if they do. Yeah. It's sketch. But the time. Oh, yeah.
Usually they try to take the dollars because they don't do the, what do you call it, conversions like way in their favor.
Yeah.
They're just like Americans that have dollars that then would try to change it and they're like, hey, you get this beer, $2 American, even though if it's spent like whatever there is, fraction.
I'd like to go to all these reasons before, but that's why I'm next.
I don't think so. It's just, I said from the beginning because there's supposed to be the other pay-per-views are supposed to be next week. So I was like, this isn't anything I heard, but I just like from a business perspective, you can't ask us to pay back-to-back pay-per-views. So it's like I think I know they were saying ESPN. I bet it'll get on ABC. Yeah, so you put it on ABC. It's in prime time over there. It's middle of the day here. It's just a big commercial for the pay-per-view the following week in Madison Square Garden. That just makes logical business sense. Yeah, happen.
I want to see John Jones versus Raulian Paiva. That's the very technical fight that I was going to see. Right? It'll be.
I think the longer he waits, the better it is for him. Like really develop into a full heavyweight body.
But it's a shame.
stronger he weights, the better it does for him because he can really. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. That's why to me I always say like he's the GOAT. Like I know everybody hates it, but like dominated division for a decade. I know. That's why everybody tries to go back in retrospect and be like, yeah, but they were at the end of their career. Like, no, he ended their career.
I don't know what you want me to say.
I know. It's all his fault. Awesome. Because every time we pass the fight, he's
Yeah, now she's back to like
and then I punched him in
the
the stomach.
contract that they had. So it's like, I don't know what they're open there. So I don't even know.
A what?
Now she's back to the have a fight with you.
It's just so that I can plug more than one thing at a time. Because, no, yeah, I'm turning this port on because I found that sometimes I can't have more than like 2 or 3 on at a time. Yeah. I can usually do 2, but it depends on what they are. Like if I'm powering my phone, I can't do more than 2 or 3. Oh, I just realized I have gummy bears in my bag.
A little bit of nostalgia.
Smell this. These are the good brand too. Want some? Would you like some gummy bears?
No, thank you.
Gummy bear.
Gummy bear.
Pass them over.
I'm not eating that shit there.
And they're the good brand. They're the only gummy bears I bought them for him, but he's right here, so I'll keep them. president transport him. Thanks.
Karaoke? Yes. No, I actually haven't seen. That'd be amazing. It would be amusing for us all. I'll just turn my cane right now. Dude, actually, it kills me when a fight is on stage and then you just fucking hit like that. It's so annoying. And now you got him to turn the mics off. Good job. Now we will have no fun.
Yeah, we're actually Nolan and Danny are both playing. Yeah, I think. I mean, obviously it's a big card, so we were gonna cover it anyway. And but if we leave to go, then you gotta fly somebody here. So that doesn't make sense. We're paying for 2 travels instead of 1. But I think Nolan. I mean, I think Simon decided to bring Nolan and Danny both just as kind of like a excuse to because we don't get to see each other that much, you know what I mean? So I think he's like, yeah, well, it's in his backyard, you know. So bring 2 people. No excuse for me. Yeah, at this point, just the way it played out, he's like dialed in, you know. Yeah, he was going crazy in the fight sphere. It was like, I think they were even making rules like you have to eat in your room and stuff like that. And it was like,
These.
so we kind of were laughing. We're like, but it's like literally like what the commissioner said when they passed the rules. He's like, this is stupid. He's like, you really think this is gonna make a difference? But it's like, if you're gonna do something, like do something that actually makes sense to everybody or whatever, you know.
promotion in California, run by Sean Merriman.
I think it's also that too.
It's also a movie. It's a horror movie.
I think so. That's what it's called.
There is a restaurant called Lights Out, usually right off of, yeah, Gate in the Dark. Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, it's called Blackout.
I mean, if you're smart, you
It's
can.
called Blackout.
You also,
Yeah, you don't know. You can't
get
see
to
it.
know who you get COVID from, so you also don't get to know who you get COVID from. It's kind of like a, it's like a pop law. Yeah. Just to know, just a hard no. Place is always packed in the past.
When does Danny come?
Yep.
TJ, congratulations on a hard-fought victory, but just being back, I imagine it's still kind of soaking in and processing it all. But what's the emotion like for you right now to finally have a win after 2.5 years away?
It feels good, man. It was expected, though. You have to expect it, right? You have to believe in it. You have to see it, visualize the walkout, visualize the fight, visualize the victory. So I've seen it. Feels good. It was a tough-fought fight, though, you know? Pushed the pace, and I want to make sure everyone knew that I still had that cardio.
Nice. Coming in just today, fight day, getting ready for a fight. I mean, did anything feel different? Was it unique, or did it just feel like, back in the title runs or that sort of thing?
A little bit of both, right? Like, It felt normal, but also a little extra nervous, right? I tried to hide that. I tried to say like, nah, no worries. I like the nerves. This is good, but no, I was a little extra nervous, you know. But I strive on that stuff.
Nice. You get in there, obviously 2.5 years off. Is there timing issues? We talk about ring rust and that sort of thing. I mean, was it difficult to kind of get into the flow of things early on?
I'd say that for me, that fight was a little lazy. There was things I didn't do. I didn't feint enough. Techniques I didn't use enough. For me, that was like I'm happy with the performance, right? I got the win, but I can do a lot better than that, right? But Corey Sandhagen's a tough opponent. He's got great angles. He's fast. He's long. I did what I had to do to get the win, but I could be better.
Yeah. You got the cut early on, right? Which we've seen the picture that Tiki posed. That's a bad cut.
Yeah.
We could see you kind of pawing at it a little bit. It's clear that you could feel it. So I guess mentally, how challenging was that for you? Was that throwing you off your game, thinking about, man, is this fight going to be over?
I couldn't see. I couldn't see out of it for the most part. To keep trying to wipe it. Unfortunately, it's that same cut that I opened up twice when I was supposed to fight on May 8th. I was 7 weeks out from the fight. Me and Juan headbutted, and then 13 days before the fight, drilling, I got headbutted again. So this thing's been hit too many times. I got that bone structure to get cut. So it was just ready to be opened, and I got caught with. I think it was probably straight that caught me. I think the knee's what opened my nose maybe a little bit. But, yeah, unfortunate.
Do you know if there's anything that can be done for that, or is that just going to be an issue for the rest of your career that thing can open up at any time?
No, I just got to get the scar tissue removed from there. It's something that if I have some downtime, depending on how long Jan and Sterling are going to take to fight, if I have that downtime, maybe I can get it scraped out and not have to worry about getting cut all the time.
Nice. I know you said it was kind of lazy on your part, but obviously he's a great fighter as well, like you said. So was there anything that he did that surprised you, and were you surprised that he dealt with your takedown attempt so well?
No, nothing he did surprised me. I knew he was tough. I knew coming into this fight he was going to be rangy and hard to track down. I was going to have to cut him off. Unfortunately, after that first round, I couldn't lift. I took his back quite a few times, and I'm really good from that clinch position on the back, but I couldn't throw my legs in, and I couldn't lift. So I was hanging out using those knees the best I could while he was hand fighting. It was a little unfortunate. I tried doing a couple scissor trips, but I tried lifting in that second round when I took his back, and my knee just wasn't having it.
Say you touched on the knee there. Are you obviously you're going to have to get it checked out and that sort of thing, but do you have concerns that this could be something that might need some surgery or require some time away?
We'll see. I fought with some injuries, so we'll see how bad it is.
Were you injured coming into the fight?
Yeah, man, I had a really, really, really rough camp. I didn't even spar this whole camp. The first camp going, we were supposed to fight May 8th. Camp went smooth. Other than getting cut, I was able to spar. Camp was going good. The second camp around, I could not stay healthy. First injury was I pinched this nerve in my foot doing a slider board, and it would not. Up until 2 days ago, I had to work out with shoes on. It was like the worst thing I could have been dealing with. So I didn't get this, and then I tore my MCL on my right knee and hurt my left shoulder as well too through the whole camp. So it was a real rough camp, and I didn't want to obviously talk about it because I didn't want to make no excuses, or I just needed to get out there. It'd been too effing long. There was no way I was going to pull out from the fight, I was
going to say, was there any talk at all of you guys saying like, hey, come on, maybe this isn't right? Was anybody in your ear saying, TJ, come on, man, this is too much?
No, they know how bad I wanted it. There's no way I was pulling out. I could have walked out with 1 foot. I don't even care.
All right, so last thing for me, obviously a big fight is on the horizon next, whether it be a title fight or something else. So it sounds like you got a lot of injuries to deal with, right?
I'm good. Let's fight next weekend. Let's go.
So what do you think? Do you sit and wait? And like you said, we don't even know what's happening with
I want my belt back. It's my belt. I want it back. I wasn't impressed with their last fight. I think Jan's going to get the win. Aljamain did not look very good, and that's who I see fighting next.
Do you have a sort of time frame when you'd like that to happen? There's some reports that they might be fighting in October, so maybe February, March next year. Would that work for you?
Sweet.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, how many stitches?
I have no idea. I haven't even had a chance to look at it yet. I was going to go change for you guys, but I'm still shirtless and in my fight shorts, so I haven't even had time to look at it. I put some shades on at least.
Yeah, can we actually see the cut? Do you mind?
Yeah, of course. Not too bad.
A vision. Thank you.
Yeah.
TJ, to your right.
congratulations on the win. If you get the title, that will be your third separate stint as a champion, which would tie Randy Couture for the most. And then the second thing, it will be almost 8 years, depending on when it happens, from the time you won your first. Do you think that would be the most remarkable accomplishment of your career if you could go winning a title 8 years apart?
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, that seems. I mean, I won't talk about the past. Yes, it'd be amazing. I'm very excited to be a 3-time champ.
And what do you attribute your longevity in this sport to? I mean, you fought a lot until the last 2.5 years. You've been successful. What do you attribute the longevity that you've had in this sport?
How fucking hard I work. I work my ass off. And also, I got to give a lot of props. I forgot to do it on the mic after the fight to Sam Calavita and Monica Calavita at the training lab. They have been able to, I mean, I'm amazed with how good I feel at 35 years old. The guy's just a straight genius when it comes to sports nutrition and the way we do our strength conditioning and my supplementation, everything. The way I live my life, the active recovery days, everything. I mean, I owe a lot to him. So feeling good.
You know, I wonder, you said you hurt your knee in the early part of the fight, and then you get the cut, and so you're keeping the right hand up there. You almost can't throw your right hand at that point, so you're winning it with one fight, one arm and one leg, essentially. When you look at it that way, like, does it even amaze you what you were able to accomplish given how banged up you were?
I didn't even think about it. To be honest, you just got to flip a switch and go, you know. I didn't know that I was keeping my hand up higher because of the cut. It was more just probably because I was trying to wipe the blood out of my eye. I was still trying to throw the right hand. I had the knee was in the back of my head because there were some things I couldn't do. I couldn't lift him. I couldn't throw my hooks in. And like a lot of my game plan was throwing the hooks in from the back. I worked with Felipe de la Monica at Gracie Baja to be throwing my hooks in, do that body triangle. And second round, I tried to throw it in, and I couldn't do it. You know, either second or third, I don't remember, but I had to bail out from it. So that was a little frustrating. But other than that, I couldn't think about it. Just forget about it.
Two other things for me. One, you know, you had said before, I was a hated guy and everything, and yet the crowd was chanting your name, and they were heavily for you tonight. I know it wasn't the biggest crowd ever, but was that a surprise, and did it give you any emotional lift?
It definitely did. I felt like when everyone started chanting my name, I even picked the pace up a little bit and started crushing his leg, and it felt good. I ain't gonna lie, right? Like, I wanted to fight with the crowd. Even if I am the bad guy, I like feeling the emotion. You know, I like feeling the love, the hate, just the emotion that goes into a fight.
And then the last thing for me, in the second round, he seemed to be piecing you up with his hands right there, staying.
Come on now.
When was the adjustment that you had to make to turn that around?
I was being lazy, you know, going into that third round. You know, Dwayne's like, let's start chopping his leg and hit him with some off beats. Which means hitting him with my hands after I throw those kicks. Just need to remind me of things. You know, I came out in that second round maybe a little too happy, maybe worried about my knee. I don't know. I can't really tell you what was going through my head. It's all kind of a blur. I'm about to go back and watch it. But like I've said in a lot of my interviews, I can change who I am from round to round. You know, and that's things you can do to be the best in the world, is be a different fighter every round.
Hey, TJ, how much different was Corey than when you remembered facing him in training?
To me, he was the same guy. I think he has maybe a little more confidence in himself because I've said in all my interviews I believed in him before I believed in himself. Yeah, he's good, man. I mean, I wish that I could have done some things that I didn't because of my knee, but he was great.
If Jan and Sterling are fighting at UFC 267 in Abu Dhabi and the UFC asks you to be an alternate, would you fly to Abu Dhabi to be an alternate for that fight?
Sure. I mean, what kind of question? Yeah, of course, I want to fight for the belt, man. Hell yeah.
Hey, TJ.
Yeah.
Corey landed a flying knee. How rocked were you with that?
Yeah, luckily it wasn't flush. It was up there, right? Like, he had good timing on it when I was coming in. And we landed down in, and he had that like reverse triangle where I postured up in it. I think it was what cut my nose, because I think I remember myself bleeding after he was in that reverse triangle, but not rocked enough to where I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, and then in that triangle, were you ever in danger?
No, I just had to posture up.
And I guess, can you share what your game plan was going into this fight? With, Corey is very diverse, and I mean, you're very talented yourself. Like, just what was your game plan coming in?
I'd like to quote the great Nate Diaz. Went in there, hit him with some good shit, not get hit, and collect a pocket full of cash. No, you know, Corey's not much of a counter fighter. He's not like a guy that's going to counter you. Once you get him on his bike and he starts backpedaling, you can do what you want with him, chop his legs up, take him down and use that, which I didn't get to do that as much as I wanted to. I was able to do it in the first round until I got lazy and he hurt my knee, and I really couldn't do it after that. So I took a lot of my game plan out the window. But yeah, that's kind of what it was.
Finally, I guess, do you feel vindicated with this win of all the people doubting you and you know, talking trash? Like, just do you feel vindicated with this win?
Man, I really did not care. You know, what I really told you guys in the beginning, like, I have nothing to prove to them. You know, I've done what I've done for myself and for my family. I'm happier that my son got to watch me win tonight. You know, I forgot to give him a shout out on the mic afterwards, and I'm regretting that. But I could care less what anyone else thinks. You know, if you're caring what everyone else thinks about you in this world, man, you're doing the wrong things.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Congrats on the win, TJ.
Appreciate it.
Just recently, another former champ, Misha, came back. Give us the feels, the vibes, assess the journey. You're back 2 years. What has changed? You main evented at the MGM. Now you main event at the Apex.
Man, it doesn't feel like much has changed other than the UFC has got this thing streamlined right now. I mean, fight week was easy. Staying in the hotel was easy. They made it pretty easy on us the way they're doing it, you know. I do prefer a big crowd at a big casino, but fight week and also the hotel situation was awesome.
Excellent. Casinos, you cashed as an underdog.
Hell yeah.
You can shout out your son now. I'm sure he'll be watching this.
What's that?
You can shout out your son now. I'm sure he'll be watching.
Yeah, I've done it a couple times now, so yeah.
Congrats. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Sweet. Thank you, guys.